luck again. Still not good enough.
You think it's your swords that are weak? You don't think maybe your body's just stupid tough?
No. If it can't cut me, it's just not good enough. I need stronger materials to make a better sword. I'd love to try orichalcum, but getting that stuff is next to impossible.
Orichalcum. That's the strongest metal in the world, right?
A rare metal that's only been found in ancient ruins, and seldom at that. I've seen fragments of the metal myself, but I've never even heard of a piece large enough to forge into a weapon.
I have. I heard a rumor that a block of orichalcum was discovered in an ancient ruin some 200 years ago. Unfortunately, the boat carrying it sank in a storm.
From the depths of the earth to the depths of the sea.
A sunken ship. Treasure at the bottom of the sea. That would stir any sailor's heart.
If we knew where to find it, could it be salvaged?
The ship's crew drowned, so nobody knows where she sank. Besides, it's a centuries-old rumor. Who's to say it's even true?
Right. No sense in wishing for what can't be gotten. I'm sure there's other material you can use.
Even Dyle makes a good point sometimes.
Hey, what do you mean, even Dyle?
Even Dyle's getting angry.
Saying it like that's just weird, Kamoana.
Even Komoana's getting weird.
I hate this child.
All right, so our target is an Earth Pulse point about as big as the one here. Let's start with the closest one and go from there. Which way is it?
The closest one is to the west.
Got it. Lead the way, Laphicet.
My pleasure.
Before we do that, we have some skits. Not skits, yeah, we got some event bubbles, and we got some skits, actually, that proc if you rest here. Because, as I mentioned, there are some skits that you rest at the inn, and they're missable, so I do want to go do those. I just realized Magalu looks like Arch on that clothing. Oh, that's neat that you brought that up. It is actually supposed to be Arch. These are the, not all of them. Some of them are the tales of... Actually, speaking of, thank you for reminding me. I'm taking this jacketless off Eleanor. I'm not really a fan of it. It's fine, but I kind of like the blue. I don't know. Just put something on. Be Natalia for a bit. Why not? Natalia from Tales of the Abyss. But yeah, that is Arch's costume from Fantasia. Where am I going? Yeah, that they have the cameo costumes. Magalu's is Arch. Where is the inn? Maybe I just go further on. I know they add an inn here somewhere that you can rest. I don't think it's available yet, though. There's an event right over here. There's another one down there.
Hey, Kurogane, let me ask you something.
More complaining, is it?
Come on, don't be like that. Every time I turn around, Velvet or one of the pirates is telling me to go make some delivery to some island. I can never get a break.
Isn't that just a sign they think you're a dependable guy?
Maybe, but I don't see them sending you off on errands. It's like they take one look at your face and decide to leave you alone.
I don't have a face.
Oh, right, sorry. The slip of the tongue.
Maybe you just don't know how much work I do around here. It's more than you think. Anything to do with iron, I do it. Making tools, repairing things. What do you take me for? Some kind of cheeky freeloader? I don't even have cheeks.
You're too funny. But doesn't it ever annoy you to have all these kids giving you orders?
I've spent my entire life thinking of nothing but forging swords. It's been centuries since I've interacted with youngsters like them. They can be a hassle, but at least it's a new hassle.
Yeah, that's what I thought at first. So I went along with whatever they asked. But I've been too nice, so they keep pushing work onto me. Maybe if I hadn't been so helpful, they would have stayed out of my face like they stay out of yours.
I don't have a face.
That's not the point. Aren't you even listening to what I'm saying here?
You need to make up your mind. You and I got on this ship alongside these people, who are putting themselves in great danger in order to live the lives of their choosing. If you don't like it, then go on and get off this ship with your tail between your legs.
Yeah, except I don't have a tail right now.
I forgot that there are very, very few skits. That might be one of the only skits where Dyle and Kurogane have portraits like that. I forgot there are very few skits. That was actually pretty good. I like that. We're a real collection of misfits, aren't we? Well, you're a sight better than my nagging friends back in Hellebes, that's for sure. If I had some more calcum, I could make a blade harder than anything you've ever seen. But there's no sense in wishing for something that doesn't exist. I forgot that they actually had skits with Kurogane and Dyle. Dyle looks like it has Godzilla's face in skits. Yeah, Dyle looks a little weird in the skits. I'm trying to think, there might be another skit or two. That's definitely the first one with Dyle and Kurogane especially. There might be one or two more with them in skits as well, I'm not sure. Anyway, there should be some skits with Lavi set somewhere. Oh, there's something in Outer Path? Yeah. Let's just go see what that's about, the Outer Path. I'm pretty sure these are other things. I don't want to worry about that right now. Alright, we're playing as Velvet. Let's walk as someone else. I feel like we haven't walked as Magalu in a while. Works for me. I think we are already going to catch our next Therian, actually. There's not really a dungeon that ties into it. We just go catch our Therian, like, literally right when we get back on the Von Eltia. Also, I'm trying to think. There's the bug we got. There's the second one was Kamoana. That's 2 Therians. Velvet, I think, counts of the 7 Therians? I'm trying to remember if there's 7 or 8 Therians. I think there's 7. There's 7 Therians, because obviously Enomanat is the 8th head. I'm pretty sure Velvet counts, so that means we have 5 more Therians. I think. There's the inn. I'm pretty sure Velvet counts as a Therian, like, in this whole 7, so I feel like there's 5 left. Not 5 left, 4 left. I could do math, I swear. Clothes of Magalu really remind me of Arch. Yeah, I just said it was Arch. Were you here when I said that the cameo costume? Look, I'll show you right now. Legacy outfit. Clothes of a half-elf witch. Hop on your broom, get groovy. I do love that line. This is Arch's attire. Like, it looks like Arch because it's supposed to be Arch. I can prepare beds if you need to rest. Yes.
The oldest known map of the world was made by... Wow, it took them decades!
You always look so happy when you've got your nose in a book. What's so interesting about the one you've got there?
It's a book about surveying. When I read it, I can imagine myself traveling afar and making maps of the world. It sounds like so much fun.
I know just how you feel. I know Magilu and the others don't understand. But I just can't help but feel excited when I think about us completing a map of the entire world.
It's the thought of treasure that gets me more fired up.
Obviously, there's treasure waiting to be unearthed too, but that's more of a bonus on the side. Crossing uncrossable oceans, going to lands where none have gone before. The voyage itself, the dance with death, these things hold value greater than that of any treasure.
Ah, adventure! Truly the romance of the quest we call life.
Laffy said you had a map, didn't you? The one you dropped when we first met?
It's a world map I got when I was with the Abbey, but I only checked out the places really close by. I could hardly call it adventure.
There's more to adventuring than visiting far-off lands and sailing stormy seas, you know. Adventures are about achieving your ambitions and leaping across the walls we've built to protect ourselves, no matter the danger that waits on the other side. There are no big or small adventures.
Even if I only went to Helavies and the Figol ice caps?
Think of it like this. When you sneaked out of town without the Abbey noticing, when you walked the land and compared it to your map, how did that make you feel?
It was scary, but fun. Exhilarating.
Then it was an adventure. The map you made within yourself is a treasure that's only yours.
Wow, my very own treasure.
Lavaset is so close to being the great adventurer like Justin. All he has to do now is get to the end of the world and discover the ancient civilization of Angelo. And meet with Liete. Once he meets with Liete, he is making history. Please tell me Bienfu dies a bloody, horrible death. If other than getting tortured by Magalu, no. I wish. It's astounding that this game has, like, so many, like, characters, especially side characters, and only 2 of them I hate. By the way, in case you couldn't pick up on that now, the only characters I do not like in this game are Bienfu and Kamoana. Magalu, what do you... Alright, that's kind of funny. I like that. That was kind of good. I like that. I just love Magalu. But, yeah, the only 2 characters in this game I don't like, period, are Bienfu and Kamoana.
Whoa, awesome.
I swear, the second he has a spare moment, he buries himself in his books.
Knowledge opens up bigger worlds. I imagine that back when Teresa was bossing him around, reading was a fun escape, an adventure in and of itself.
What's up, you guys?
You're reading a pretty hard book there, aren't you?
This? It's about dinosaurs. It says that long before humans were around, these huge creatures ruled the world. There are so many different kinds, like tyrannosaurs and triceratops and brachiosaurs. They're all so cool.
They look like dragons to me.
They look similar, but dinosaurs couldn't live inside volcanoes, and they didn't do well in the cold either. But they were crazy huge and strong. Nothing else could even compete with them.
I bet they would have made for great sparring partners. I think this Gigantospinosaurus might be my favorite.
Those 2 huge points jutting out from both sides of its body make it look just like you and your 2 swords.
Actually, it's also known as the dual-bladed dragon.
Wow, it really does sound like a perfect match for me then.
Okay, so if they weren't dragons, what were they?
They look a lot like lizards.
Maybe they're like my ancestors or something.
But you used to be a human.
Damn, I think I might have gotten a bit too used to this new body of mine.
I wonder if their tails can fall off too.
Dyle's a dinosaur, confirmed. Also, there's another skit where Dyle is in. Point is, there are very few skits that Dyle is in. Because obviously they only give portraits mostly to the main 6 characters. I really like the side characters in this game. Like, they don't, like, clearly the focus is on the 6, but it should be. It's a Tales game. Like, they can't focus on every character, but they did really good with the side characters, like Dyle, Kurogane, and Grimoire and all of them. I don't like Bienfu, but, you know, Bienfu, I guess, counts, but I don't like Bienfu, or Kamoana. I mean, Kamoana's fine, except when she cries. I hate when Kamoana cries. Other than that, she's, like, passable. Give me some stuff. I don't really need to buy anything, no thank you. But yeah, they did pretty good with the side characters. They're nothing special, nothing to write home about. Like, they're not amazing, but they're good. They serve their purpose really well. We're gonna get a few more later on, too.
I lost a bet to a young man, and he dared me to prove my courage by sailing out to a Class 4 island. Now, I can handle myself, but man, it ain't fun and games there. I nearly got killed by demons.
You actually stepped foot on a Class 4 island?
Not even. I was still approaching it by ship when this stuff that looked like spider silk started spreading round. These bug-looking demons were using the stuff to try and climb aboard my ship. Damnation! The crew cut those threads as fast as anything, and we got the hell out of there. Whole thing left me bawling.
Well, I'm glad to see you made it out safely. I'd suggest not going near there again.
Oh no, I wasn't planning on it. I had enough of that place to last me a lifetime.
I will be going to that class 4 zone instead. Futaba would do that randomly, wagging fingers while hearing anime song. That does sound like something Futaba would do, honestly. They say bug demons won't bug you if you bump into them. Bugs me to say it, but I doubt that's true. Oh, so we got the class 4 zone with the bugs. By the way, I think there are 10 class 4s. Yeah, so there are 9 class 4s, not counting the final one. The final one opens up in the post game. It's the elite quarter, I think. There are 10 of them total, counting that elite quarter.
I understand why the Abbey turned this island into a prison. The waters here are filled with rapid sea currents. Make a single wrong turn of the rudder, and your ship will be capsized just like that. Not to mention the fog and all the storms that pass by. It must be nearly impossible to escape.
Aye. To get on and off this island, you'd need a vast store of nautical knowledge and a skilled hand.
Thanks to your curse, Eisen, we've gotten good enough to handle rough seas like this.
The storm that kicked up when we made our escape was huge, and all we had were 3 novice sailors. Thinking back on it, we had some seriously good luck.
Alright, that was nice. And by nice, I mean it's whatever. We're excited to have a den to call our own, and one we stole right from under the enemy's nose, no less. The captain knew about this. He'd dance a merry jig. That'd be a sight. Dance a merry jig. What's up, Benwick? Let's get this,
The first mate told me we're going to be looking for an Earth Pulse thingy, right? The ship's ready to leave whenever. Do you want to depart now?
I did not expect you to have voice acting there. But yeah, leave the island.
It's here! This is the Earth Pulse point!
Nothing but open water as far as the eye can see. Is your Earth Pulse point down below?
Most of this world is covered by ocean, so of course there'd be a lot of Earth Pulse points in the deep sea.
But surely even the Abbey would have a hard time containing a Therian underwater, right?
Looks like this one's a bust then.
Sorry, everyone.
Hold on. We've seen a bug Therian. You don't think there could be fish as well?
You may have a point. I think I have just a solution for this.
You do?
This.
What?
Don't give me that look. I'll have you know this is Fujibayashi's rod. This baby's 9 feet long, made from a single piece of the finest bamboo aged 5 years, with a slow 60-40 action that almost feels alive when it bends. Its exquisitely wrapped handle feels like an extension of your own arm. And just look at that elegant black lacquer finish. It's as perfect a fishing rod as there can be.
I'm sure it's a lovely fishing pole, but fishing? Are you sure? This is a Therian we're talking about.
All the more reason. Remember who you travel with.
Okay?
Alright, if no one else will, I'm going to veto this fishing idea.
Aw, come on, let's give it a shot. Besides, I'm hungry. Even if all we catch is fish, at least we'll have dinner.
I'd love to have me some koi or sockeye salmon.
Don't encourage them.